Hey guys, in celebration of passing 2,000 subscribers last night, I decided to make a kind of a tutorial video that will be 4 ways to help optimize your channel and 1 way to get some easier information out of your channel. So the first thing we want to talk about is how to connect your Twitter to your YouTube. And that's going to be for when you add a video to a playlist, or you like a video, or you upload a video, it will automatically share to YouTube. Now, there used to be a way to add Facebook to that, but they've removed it. You can still kind of do it in a backwards way, but I don't necessarily advise that because some of your friends and family and stuff are going to be on Facebook and not Twitter, and that probably won't make them happy that everything you tweet gets blasted to your Facebook. So know that it's possible, but we're not going to cover that here. The second thing that I want to talk about is playlist descriptions. I actually just learned this recently myself. When you're creating playlists, or even if you've got a playlist created, you can go back and add descriptions to those playlists that are more than just the title of the playlist, which is going to be good for letting people know what's in there, possibly for search things, stuff like that. So we'll cover how to do that as well. We're also going to cover in the advanced section of your YouTube account settings, where you can put in tags that are relevant to your channel, that are good for searching and networking with other channels that are doing similar things. So we'll take a look at how to do that. The last little tutorial bit that we'll cover here is hashtags in your video descriptions. And we'll kind of talk about why those are important, what makes them kind of unique. And the last thing we'll cover in the video is more of a helpful thing for you as a creator, and that's how to actually look at your data and see how many hours of watch time you've had in the last year versus looking at how many minutes and having to do the math. There's a way in the back end where you can switch that to hours viewed instead of minutes viewed. So let's jump over to the desktop. We'll take a look at these 5 things, and then we'll wrap things up at the end. Okay, so here we are on my desktop, and you can see that if you look up at the top right up here, I've got a Twitter account listed here, along with a Google Plus and an Instagram and a PayPal and that sort of thing. Those aren't the same thing as attaching a Twitter account to your YouTube account. So what we want to do in that case is actually go into the back end of your account, into the Creator Studio. Okay, so here we are in the back end, the creator area of my YouTube channel. And what we want to do is actually come up to the top right here again, and we want to click on this little cog wheel under my icon next to Creator Studio here. We'll go ahead and click there. Back here we've got some more information. What we want to do is actually go to Connected Apps. And over here you'll see that there's a button to connect to Twitter. Now, like I said before, there used to be options to connect other things, I believe, but those have been removed. But what we want to do here is just click on the Connect button. We'll get our little pop-up window here, and it'll say, hey, do you want to, this is Twitter asking, do you want to authorize Google to use your account? Yes, I do. So this will take a minute to think, then our page will reload. Then you've got some options as far as what you want to share to your Twitter account automatically. And of course, those are when you upload a video, when you add a video to a public playlist, when you like a video, or when you save a playlist. You can toggle these on and off at your discretion, whatever works better for you. So I'm going to say anytime I like a video or add it to a playlist, it will automatically share to my Twitter account. And this will help kind of show that you're actually engaging with people's videos, that sort of thing. Plus, you're doing them a favor by actually sharing their videos on your social media. So that's all there really is to connecting your Twitter account, except that you want to make sure you click the Save button. Cool, and up at the top it says your changes were saved, so now we're good to go. Okay, so let's go back to the Creator Studio area here. So you're probably not going to see these tabs over here in the back end of your YouTube creator area unless you've got the vidIQ Chrome plugin installed. That's where these are coming from. We may take a look at those at some point, but probably not in this video. That kind of goes outside the scope of what I'm hoping to do here. So the next thing we want to take a look at is actually playlist descriptions. And again, this is something that I've recently learned about. So let's go ahead and jump in and take a look at what that is. So if we go over to our Video Manager tab here and open that up, then we'll see down here where it says Playlists. We're going to go ahead and click that. Okay, so now that we're here, you can see all of the playlists that I've got on my channel. And here you can actually see that some of these already have descriptions in them. You get kind of a snippet here, and it does get cut off, but there is more of a description there. So let's click on Edit Playlist. And then on this screen, we can click this Edit button right here. And then if you hover up over here, you'll see that now I've got this little pen icon. And then you can put that in there. But I've already got descriptions in there, so let's take a look at a playlist that doesn't have a description in it. And let's look at our smartwatch. We'll go ahead and click Edit Playlist. just like we did before. And we'll give this a second to load. And of course, we'll click edit again, just like we did before. And then up here, it says add a description. So we'll go ahead and click that. And we'll say, if you're interested in smartwatch reviews, this is the playlist I've made about them. And then we can just click out of it, and it automatically saves. There's no save button or anything like that. It just auto-saves when you click outside that box. So now let's take a look at the front end of my channel, and I'll show you why we're adding those descriptions. So again, here we are on my homepage. We've got this video auto-playing. And if I scroll down, now I don't have the smartwatch playlist on here, but I've got other playlists that have already been edited. I've added descriptions to them. So if we take a look here, like at this Ubuntu playlist, I've got a description here about if you're looking for how-to videos on Ubuntu, if you're looking for videos about virtualization with VirtualBox, if you're looking for Kali Linux videos, they'll appear here. Any of the descriptions that you put in that little block will show up next to your playlist, or in this case, between the title and the playlist itself. And that way you can give people more information about what's going on in that playlist. So part of it is possibly an SEO thing, but part of it's also to let your users know what's going on in there. So the next thing that we want to take a look at here is actually going to be YouTube tags. And this is going to be more of a direct SEO or search engine optimization technique to use that you've got access to. It's built into YouTube. And it's going to add some tags into the code for search engine purposes. So if we, and I'll show you this in the code, it may not make sense, but just know that it's there for SEO or search engine optimization. So if I view the source, again, there's a bunch of just convoluted, what the heck is this kind of stuff going on here. But if we come down far enough, we'll see we've got these video tags. These are going to be the tags that I put in the back end of my channel for when somebody's searching for something. Hopefully their search term will pull up my channel. So what we want to do here, again, we're going to go into the back end of the web, or the Creator Studio here, and then we'll click on Channel, and then we'll click on Advanced. Okay, so here we are. We've got our channel keywords here, just like we saw in that code. I wish this was a bigger box. I wish this was more of a text area box instead of a text input box. Those the text areas are the taller ones where it's like more of a paragraph. I wish there was more of that going on here, but all you've got to do is just type in your keywords one at a time. If I wanted to add, smartwatches. Oops, if I could spell smartwatches, and just enter a space there, and it uses the space as a delimiter to know that there's another keyword after that. I've seen people using like the quotes like this. I'm not sure if it's terribly effective. I may have to go back and reevaluate this on my own, but just know that for a search engine optimization purpose, you can put tags in here that will help with search results when people are searching for things. So the fourth thing that we're going to take a look at here is actually video hashtags. You may have seen these on different videos and wondered how they got there. Was that a plugin? Like, what happened there? And I want to show you how to do that now. So first, to kind of show what that looks like, we'll go ahead and we'll click on this tab here. Make sure that's muted. There we go. So there's me, but right here you can see that it's got DB Tech Reviews, Uhuru. So if I go back into here and I edit this video, and we'll give it a second here. Scroll down or open this up a little bit, and here you can see those hashtags in there. Now, for some reason, it didn't grab all 5 of them. For some reason, it only grabbed 3. So I guess maybe that's the limit. Pick your 3 very, very wisely. But that way you'll have those hashtags on there. And it's more than just something gimmicky, something like, oh, look at me, I added hashtags. It's actually useful. So we're going to go ahead and leave that, and I'll show you what I mean by that. So let's pause me there, just like a terrible frame there. So if I come over here and I click Uhuru, here's all of the other Uhuru related videos. Other people reviewing that mouse. Apparently there's other stuff going on here. Maybe somebody by that name. Looks like something going on in Kenya there. So those hashtags are actually a good way to almost create like a playlist. If you can find a hashtag that your video relates to, put it in there, and it will probably be more likely to get picked up in that category, basically. So all you got to do is just put it in your description. Anywhere in your description should be fine. I've had hashtags in the middle of sentences that have been picked up and put there. So putting hashtags in your description is actually beneficial on YouTube these days. So take advantage of that so your videos can be found more easily. Okay guys, so the last thing we want to take a look at here is actually how to view your watch time in hours instead of minutes. If you're trying to get monetized, you're trying to make that YouTube partner program, but you're tired of doing the math all of the time, I want to show you how to switch it to show hours instead of minutes here. So again, we're going to go to the back end of the website here, into the Creator Studio. We're going to click on this analytics down here. And you can see that I've actually already got my watch time in hours. You can hover over this and it just does it automatically. But all you've got to do is come up to the top up here where this cog wheel is. You can change your currency, your time period, your default time period, the frequency for charts and tables to be daily or any of these other options here, or unit for measuring watch time, hours or minutes. If you switch this to hours, in fact, I'll switch it to minutes to show you the difference here. You can kind of see it says 1697 for watch hours. If I click save and it refreshes, it's 101,000 watch time in minutes. So instead of having to do the math, just change that one little toggle from minutes to hours, and then it refreshes, and now you don't have to do the math whenever you're curious about how many hours you've got. And then of course you can come back here and you can say over the last 365 days will give you a better idea of how many hours of watch time you've actually got. So once you hit that 4,000 hours, once you've got your 1,000 supporters, subscribers, whatever, then you can qualify for that YouTube partner program, and hopefully you'll start getting paid very quickly. Okay guys, that is 5 tips, 4 little how-tos, and 1 bit of information. Hopefully this was helpful. If you've got questions or comments or ideas, I'd love to know any of that kind of stuff in the comment section down below. But I'm going to go ahead and wrap up this video. I've been yammering for a while now. If you made it this far, I appreciate it. If you found the video helpful or informative, do me a favor, give the video a thumbs up. That helps me out a bunch, and it makes me feel good about what I'm doing here. If you like these kind of videos, you can always hit the subscribe button, and if the notification bell is working, go ahead and hit that as well. And I think that's it. If you're interested in picking up merch, I'm not wearing it right now, but I've got some. I'll put a link to that in the description down below as well. So, like I said, gonna go ahead and wrap it up here. Thanks for your time. I always appreciate your support, and I'll talk to you in the next video.